I am officially the best Super Hog player in Clash of Clans, and today I'll be swinging my Hog on bases live, so you can see the Hog Master in action. Let's go. First attack, we are against Cultist. Well, you know what they say about cults, right? Once you're in, you can't get out. So it seems like this guy's a bit stuck, so let's help him get out. Now, once again, I woke up from an afternoon nap because I slept around 7 hours last night. Now, why did I sleep 7 hours, you might ask? That's a great question. That's because this morning I had to walk my neighbor's dog. So my neighbor is paying me to walk his dog. So you might think, this is great. I mean, Vincent, you're getting paid to walk dogs? Like, who doesn't want that? Well, it would be great if this dog wasn't an absolute fuck ass. Now, let me just share a quick story. So, this morning when I was walking the dog, this guy was barking at absolutely everybody. Like, and the craziest part is that these owners are looking at me like somehow I'm some little monkey who can't control my dog. This isn't my pet, bro. And so, I'm really not looking forward to walking this guy again, unless he tightens up his act. Anyways, we're gonna poison that, the furnace. I've actually learned to poison the furnace. I mean, hell am I saying? I learned to poison the ice golems instead of the furnace. Because the ice golems, you only want to poison them if you pulled it early. If not, it's basically a decoration. It's not gonna do anything to you. Look at this furnace. It's doing absolutely nothing. I'm gonna drop some hogs here and call it a day. But yeah, as I was saying, really not looking forward. Hold on, I'm yapping too much. Let's just triple Lado first before we continue with our story. And yeah, when I woke up from my nap, I was like, damn it, I gotta record a video again. Right, so I did some push-ups. I did about 10 push-ups. So now my energy is back, and yeah, I'm almost awake. Alright, this base is done. Really hate these army camps, but what can you do? At least I get a dragon. Alright, so apologize for yapping there. Let me kind of focus. This is double rage base. Let's try to get our RC into the rage. We're against some Japanese guy. Hopefully he's not part of the Yakuza, or else my family would be in big danger after I beat his base. Alright, our RC is going in the core, nice and beautiful. Drop an earthquake. I've actually edited the army to add an earthquake because it just felt right. The earthquake, nothing's more satisfying than just dropping a big earthquake on a bunch of buildings. Let's send our dragon here. Our dragon's working overtime. Holy fuck. This guy's broken. Alright, let me break in our king into the... Kill that thing. Okay. Let me just put a baby dragon here. Once again, poison the ice golems, not the furnace. The ice golems are the problem. The furnace, I realized yesterday, it is not a problem. Because our hog riders are so fast, they basically dodge the furnaces. It's like that one scene in The Matrix. Holy... Warden! What are you doing, brother? Our Warden just watched all of our hog riders die. Not sure what that was about. But, yeah, that wasn't ideal. And we got a witch following us, like a homeless person, which also isn't ideal. Let's freeze that. Anyways, we might fail this attack because our Warden is a paid actor. Unfortunately, it looks like we still got this base. I don't know. I think our mistake there was placing on the Warden. We should have just sold him, bought a new Warden. As you've seen lately, our Warden has been trolling us. Didn't think it was April Fool's, but apparently this guy thinks it's funny or something. This base is still donezo. So we just finished tripling one of the Yakuza members. So I'm feeling a bit frisky. This guy's got a weird base. Spamming his decorations. What the hell? Okay. Okay, let me just charge this. Get the poison tower and we can send a log from the top. So we can get a lot of log value. My RC is doing some weird dance. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta dance in the middle of battle. RC? Alright. RC kinda does what she wants. Feminism, I guess. Her fox is gonna get blown up. Who cares? Didn't really like the fox anyways. Let me just throw some logs down here with our dragon and put our king inside. You want to use your queen to push your king in because the king is kind of dumb. I mean, they're both equally as dumb, but yeah, the king is kind of like dumber sometimes. Now we're just gonna earthquake here. Once again, you poison the ice golems. Our dragon is working overtime here. Thank you, Supercell. And we're gonna pop the king when he gets to the core. Now we can probably just send our hogs like this already. We basically just saw every single bomb on the map in one area. We can rage up the giant so he becomes even bigger. You know, the bigger the better or something like that. And send the remaining hogs to support our RC. Yep. What's this guy's name? Schnecke? Honestly, it doesn't really matter. You know the drill. All this guy is to me is trophies. It's the sad reality of the world, man. These days, people don't even care who you are. They just want your trophies. They just want your money. They don't want a genuine relationship, you know? Okay, so this guy's done. I just used some gems to gem my donations because what was I saying? Yeah, because I'm kind of in a flow state, so I didn't want to ruin it. Make wise financial decisions. Don't be like me. Just wait 4 minutes, maybe drink some water, go to the bathroom while you're waiting. Anyways, I'm just gonna charge my RC into here. Got nothing better to do. Drop an earthquake and take that out. Then pull my RC out. That's not a recall spell. I meant to drop a recall spell. My fingers are kind of fat, so that's not ideal. Now we're just down a spell. But I guess it was intentional, just to scare him off. We've now secured the mental advantage, so the rest of this base will be crushed. Alright, so let's send our logs in like this. I misclicked the mini warden, and I misclicked the hog rider, which is obviously part of the plan. Yep, I just sacrificed my apprentice warden to nothing. Not sure what's going on here. Let me just press the king ability since he's being targeted, and let's go with the hogs like this. We're against PRPA. Very interesting name here. As you can see, I'm trolling. I'm pretty much just yeah. Queen's on 1 HP in a dream. And apparently she finally got some brain cells. She's no longer attacking walls. She's actually doing something useful for once. Alright, so this base is done. As you can saw, that extra dragon in my army camp kind of messed me up. I was sacrificing random things into the minion prince like an absolute buffoon, but you know, it doesn't matter. We still got three spells. Next attack. Bro, this guy's got some weird Diddy invis base, bro. For these bases, it's very simple. You put your RC here, you ice block here. Apologize if this video isn't very educational. Well, actually, I don't apologize, but apologize if you're getting bored, because I'm not really in the mood to be educational today. I kind of just want to chill and get my attacks done. It's like homework these days. I used to be excited to attack, now it's just now I just gotta get it done. RC was about to get hooked by Diddy, so we pull her out. If you pull the clan castle early, yeah, drop the poison. But if you pull it late, just poison the ice golems. If you pull it early, the furnace is a bit annoying. So we're gonna pull that to a side and take care of the ice golems. You could just use a Valkyrie and a dragon, and the ice golems will get absolutely bamboozled. Watch this. They're done for. Now, instead of staring at that, you can just start the rest of your fucking attack. Get your troops in here. Once again, use your queen with a log launcher. Once again, this Expo has a Bluetooth connection onto my... what's it called? Log launcher. I wasn't joking in my last video when I said that. It genuinely just ignores everything and attacks your log launcher, which isn't ideal because you kind of don't want that guy to die. I can just send in my hogs like this. All the heroes are up here, so we can put 4 headhunters into that section. And Warden, hello. All right, Warden's kind of drunk today. This guy put every bomb in this area, which is kind of strange, but we're just gonna rage that up, heal it up, check for any buildings that I missed, because even though I have 20/20 vision, even the great fail sometimes. Subscribe for more life advice. Alright, this base is done for. It's done. On to our 6th attack. I've spent around 30 gems on donations at this point, not on donating for other people. Obviously, I would never spend gems on that, but on requesting troops. Once again, we're gonna charge our RC here because there's amazing log launcher value from this corner, and there's also a Diddy hook. You guys already know the drill. Just get your king hooked by Diddy, and he will not disappoint. Alright, RC, we need to get it together. Not sure what she's trying to do here. Alright, she's spinning around. So let's just pull her out. Drop our things like this. use our, what's that called? Queen to funnel our king. Break our king in like that. And hope he gets hooked by Diddy. But I don't think it's gonna happen in this attack, unfortunately. Diddy's a bit distracted on some Yetis right now. So we're just gonna have to pop the king. Like that. I'm waiting for the ice golems to come out to CC. We see one there. Alright, so let's just send in our hog riders like this. I forgot to use my earthquake, which is a bit of a problem. But, you know, today has been full of problems and we still managed to go perfect. So I don't think it'll stop us now. Alright. There's a witch up here. Honestly, hate that thing. This creature is needs to be deleted from the game. What the hell is that? But yeah, once again, as you saw, I probably should have earthquaked the core earlier so my log launcher can kill it faster. So don't copy me because I'm attacking like an idiot today. I mean, most days. But once again, I am the best hog rider player in the world, so I can kind of do what I want. Anyways. Alright. This guy probably is lacking some intimacy in his life because he's running the most homeless base that you can have. But we're gonna show him why I'm the real gamer here. Honestly, running these bases is basically like gambling your life savings on blackjack. This guy's praying for 1 stars, and that's his whole game plan. This guy's just praying for 1 stars. Let me pop RC and get that scatter shot down. Never mind. RC has different plans. Alright. Let's send in like that. Use the dragon to snipe the cannon. Once again, we're using the queen to funnel the king. Because our queen is slightly smarter than the king, apparently, these days. I'm not sure if the game gave her a brain increase in the recent updates, along with the free dragon that they gave us, but yeah, this is kind of a problem right now because our king didn't go inside. So now our queen had to do the job of a man. You never want a woman to do a man's job because, yeah, it's not gonna get done properly. But apparently our RC, I mean, our queen possesses some very masculine traits. She managed to do the man's job even better than the man himself. Smash like for feminism. All right. This phase is done. We still have a few spells left to really just assert dominance on this guy. At the end of the day, he is lacking a bit of love in his life, so it is unfortunate that we have to triple him. But that's kind of what happens when you use these bases, so I don't really feel bad at all. Alright. On to our last attack against Destiny. Seems like his Destiny is to get tripled by me, by the looks of it. So that's what we're going to do. Where do I want to charge? Great question. I don't even know. Maybe into this Crusher Mortar here. Crusher Mortar. Nah. Nah. Let's go down here. Awesome, we're getting baited. Love to see it. This guy's the master baiter. Seems like my destiny was to get baited. Somehow my fox is alive, which is great. I'm gonna pull her out there, and let's just send our heroes in. Like this. Use the dragon here. Send our king inside. Dragon's putting in, he's working overtime again. I hate to overwork my employees, but sometimes, if it's good for the company, you know, sacrifices have to be made. My queen is getting exploded, which isn't ideal. And we're gonna poison that. We're gonna send in the hog riders and hope for the best. Once again, we're using the broken strategy of hoping for the best, which most of my attacks today were just hoping for the best. My hogs are gonna get frozen up, which is a problem. It's actually a very big problem. As you can see here, I'm in some deep shit because my hogs got frozen. My hogs are actually afraid of the cold. If you didn't know, they're not very resistant to the aquatic temperatures. But let's see what we can do here. If we fail, we fail. You know, it was a good run. But by the looks of it, we're not gonna fail. RC needs to go invisible for a second here. And yeah, despite being baited, despite our hogs getting frozen, and despite me being kind of stupid, we still beat this base. And that's an easy 320. Smash like, subscribe, and see ya.